What's up, guys? Welcome back to Standout Football. I hope your day is going okay. The World Cup is over. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It is over. The World Cup is over. And when the World Cup was over yesterday, I wasn't able to make no video because I got busy with other things. I have to say one or two things, but I do want to say congratulations to Spain. They were incredible throughout the World Cup. I mean, Spain is incredible. And of course, commemoration to Argentina. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. Well, before I get into the video, guys, please do me a favor and subscribe and like the video and share. I would really appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. Let's get into it. Let me start with Argentina first. Argentina, they were terrible, right? They were terrible because I don't think anybody envisioned the way they played that's how they were going to play. I didn't think they were going to play like that. I know how Argentina play. I know their tactics. I know what they've been doing all World Cup. A lot of people are surprised that they play like that. They're just bad. They were just that terrible. Argentina was so bad that to a point where it felt like the game was just boring. Argentina made it boring, especially in the first half. I mean, towards the end of the extra time, Argentina wanted to put pressure, but they were bad. They were so bad. The whole team. Even Messi couldn't get touch on the ball. I think I watched the game. I think Messi had 2 touches in 20 minutes. The first touch, really, believe it or not, that's the basically start of the game. He had to start the ball. He has to cross the ball. That was the first touch he got. The second touch was somewhere, where he received when he played bounce pass. But Argentina was so bad. And it's not as if Argentina have bad players. Some of the players that Argentina have, they are world-class players. I think it's the mentality. They have played like that the whole game. The whole tournament, they have played like that. They use their physicality. They use the way they play, aggressivity and all that kind. They're aggressive. The way they play to win games, to get into the referee's head. And other players and their opponent, they just make so much mistakes. And they couldn't do it with Spain. They were just bad. It's not as if they don't have good footballer. Enzo Fernandez, world-class midfielder. McAllister, playing for one of the best teams in world football. Look at our attack. Julian Alvarez, Lionel Messi, all these guys, they can play football. It's not as if they can't play, but I don't know, the mentality they have had in this whole World Cup just made them look so bad. They were so bad at one point. I fell asleep. Half the game, it was just that bad. It was just that bad. They had 0 shot. 0 shot. After 110 minutes, 0 shot. In matter of fact, the whole game, they had 0 shot on target. They had 3 shots the whole game, in the whole 120 minutes or more, and they had 3 shots. 3 shots on target. It's so bad. It's not as if the players are bad. It's just the gameplay. I don't know what their plan was. I don't know if they thought they were going to do the same thing they did to other teams, like they did at England, and so many bad fouls. Paredes, I don't even know how that guy did not get red card during the regular game, during the regular time. I don't know how he didn't get a red card. He came on towards the end of the second half just to put pressure, just to disrupt the game. He committed so many fouls, and that's what he's been doing this whole game. So bad. The players, in matter of fact, the first 5, 10, 15 minutes, the tackle that McAllister put on Dani Olmo almost knocked him out. And he didn't even get a card. There was nothing they came to do that was the right way. Everything, their game plan was just to make tackles and delay the game and get the game to penalty kicks. I'm glad it didn't happen. I am so happy. I'm so happy it didn't happen because they didn't have no plan. So there's so much to say about Argentina, but I really don't want to talk about them as much because I don't think there's anybody, that was watching these finals, that was invested in these finals, that thought or wanted Argentina to win, except you're Argentina, you're from Argentina, you support Messi and things like that. But there was nobody I met that only supported, that supported Argentina just because of their style of play. No, most of them just supported Argentina because Messi is in that team. That's it. Most of the people that I even know, they know nothing about some of the Argentina players. I only talk about Messi. And it's not as if they have terrible players. It's just the attitude. Even after the game, the way they were being aggressive, throwing players down, Spanish players, Gavi, punching other people. I don't know how some of these guys get away with everything they did in that game. Some of these guys should be banned for months. And for FIFA to allow these things, this is all because of FIFA. Argentina were not this bad team. They came to the World Cup. They were not obviously the favorite, right, to win it, but they were not as hated as they are now. And who play a role in this? It's FIFA. The referees, bad refereeing in every game Argentina play. Bad refereeing. Are they good? Yes, they are. But just because of the mentality, it's just bad. So there's, like I said, I can sit here and talk about this for ages, but the game was just, one sided for the whole 120 minutes. There was nobody that thought Argentina was going to win. Even when Spain scored, that was over. As soon as Spain scored, it was over. Enzo Fernandez getting a stupid red card. Stupid red card. You're already on a yellow. World class Enzo Fernandez for me is one of the best midfielders in world football. Like there's nothing. I'm an Arsenal fan, but he's really good. Okay, he wins the game. We saw what he did against England, but his attitude, that red card, dude, you're on a red card. You're on a yellow card. In fact, just the tackle by itself, the one that they gave him the second yellow, that tackle alone is a red card. It is a red card just on its own. Your team is under pressure. That's what's called about composure. Mentally, these guys were not at this game mentally. Getting a red card. And as soon as the red card came, I know Argentina goal was to take this game to penalty kicks. But as soon as he got a red card, it was done. Terrible, terrible decision. That whole Argentina midfield, they were just there to tackle everything. And especially when Paredes came in, it was even worse. It was even worse. They didn't do anything. They didn't create nothing. 0.2 XG. I think Spain had 2.9 XG, if I can remember. 2.9 XG. Yeah, Spain has 20 shots. All they want to do, foul, tackle. 20 shots, 10 on target, I believe. Argentina had 3, 0 on target. And they deserve to lose, 100%. Deserve to lose. The best team won. Football wins. This means for Argentina itself, at least 8 to 10 of those players, you will never see them again playing for Argentina. I'm sure either some of them are just going to retire or some of them just don't get picked anymore. And of course, one of those players is the legendary himself, Lionel Messi. Incredible player. The best player we will ever see in our lifetime. There's nobody ever going to come closer to him. Disappointing night for him. Very disappointing, you know. But and of course, I did not like the part that he was trying to send Kukurea off, trying to instigate the referee, say, "Oh, Kukurea is putting his hands in his mouth." That's not what you do. And of course, again, as a captain, he has a responsibility. At the end of the game, when you saw your teammate misbehaving like that, you have to step in and tell these guys, "No, you are an icon. Your role is to step in and make sure these guys slow down." But he didn't do that, and I was really disappointed in him on that part. But other than that, I can't fault Messi. That age, at 39, doing it at that level. I don't know too many 39-year-old at that level. He's incredible with the ball, but Argentina didn't do him no favor. His friends, his teammates, they were just bad. Let's talk about Spain. I mean, like I said, congratulations to Spain. That team looks incredible. From day one, they were one of my favorite. In this game, Spain has been magnificent. They move the ball. They play football the way football's supposed to be played. And I know everybody talked about this already, but football won. That's how you play football. That's how you play. You play clean football, right? No cheating. You do your game the way you want to be seen. Technical stuff, position stuff, hard work. Paul Kobasi, Rodri, these guys, Rodri, I mean, this guy, what? People talk about, oh, Rodri is finished. Rodri, there is no player in world football that knows how to play that number 6 better than Rodri. Full stop. There's nobody that comes to his level. I'm an Arsenal fan, okay? Even Declan Rice is not has his level. He's not at Rodri's level. He's not. Declan Rice has his own quality. Rodri cannot do what Declan Rice does, running up and down. No, Declan Rice is on a different level when it comes to that. But playing, orchestrating games from pocket to pocket, from back to front, from front to back, wherever you want, by himself. Spain play this weird formation, right? They play this weird formation, 4-1-2, 4-1-2-3, 4-1-3-2. Like, it's incredible. They play 4-1-2-3. 4-1-2-3-1, whatever formation that is. You're not going to beat them. And Rodri controls the entire midfield. The tempo, the passes, the communication, the vision, the positioning. He is out of this world. And he has been out of this world in this game. Incredible player. Incredible. Nothing past him. You talk about captain, catalyst. You talk about, a dominating midfielder. That's what Rodri is. He's incredible, man. Just his leadership in this whole tournament. It's amazing. I always argue with people, you don't win games if you don't keep the ball. You don't. It's hard to beat teams that keep the ball. I told everyone, the team to worry about is Spain. Why? They look easy on the eye. They look like you're going to beat them, but you're not. They just know how to manipulate the ball. They know how to make you work so hard for the ball. And when you do, even when you get the ball, you are in a place where you can't even hurt them. All because of Rodri, because of that midfield, Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, and then Dani Olmo, and then they have Oyazabal coming down in midfield. Now you have Martinez chasing him. Martinez go out with injury, right? Chasing Oyazabal down the middle. Because the way they manipulate that ball, they start from the back, come to the middle. They move the ball in a way that Oyazabal, you don't even know where he's going to be at. Easy. That three midfield, man, it's incredible. Spain is not going nowhere. You can't beat them. You're just not going to beat them. They deserve this game. Yamal, half fit. Didn't even. He's not even 100% fit. Imagine what he could have done. The goals they score. Look at that first goal. The first goal they score, that Nico Williams score. That for me has to stand. If Argentina score that goal, it's a goal. They're not going to turn that back. That has to be a goal, right? That has to be a goal for me. It's a shame that the goal got cancelled out. Okay, Argentina defend. Yeah, there's gonna be a way. When Spain is on the ball, when there's time on the clock, Spain finds a way, and they did find a way. They did find a way. So in that ball, as soon as that ball came across, Nico Williams dropped it back. You saw Ferran Torres running into that up in the roof. Incredible player, incredible player. People talking about Unai Simon not good enough. What you mean? The guy considered 1 goal in the entire tournament. 1 goal, 1 goal. You don't score on this Spain team. People talk, Laporte is old. Kobasi is young. Kukurea not good enough. Look at our back line. They don't concede chances. Why? Because they have the ball. And if they don't have the ball, they have the midfield that can defend, that can run, that can make angles difficult for you. It's all about angles. When you play Spain, it's all about angles. You want to beat Spain. I'm going to say today, you want to beat Spain, you have to overload that midfield. Other than that, you're not going to beat Spain. I told everybody this, but people don't understand. Be like, I got to go with my... Yeah, go with your formation. See how that works out for you. Half of the players, Spain have players, Zubameni didn't even have a chance. He didn't play much, right? Yamal was not 100% fit. Nico Williams coming in 10, 15 minutes to the game. Pedri didn't play that much. Gavi didn't even play that much. They have players everywhere. Omar Dion, they didn't even call him. They have players everywhere. So congratulations to Spain. I'm so happy that football wins, and all the behavior from Argentina, that needs to be dealt with. I'm just going to say one more thing, right? And I know everybody already talked about it. This halftime thing, right? I live in America, and I value this halftime show, especially when it's in the NFL, because we're used to it. We're used to having this halftime show in Super Bowl because we're here. It's America. This is part of the game. Having 45-minute, 30-minute halftime show, it's part of the game. We're used to it. But don't introduce this to football. Halftime is 15 minutes. Move on. Extending the game to 25, 30 minutes, halftime break just to get halftime performance, that's a mistake. It is a mistake they made yesterday. And it's so bad. Like, it was cringy. Like, I was like, what is this? Justin Bieber, what is he singing? It's bad for the game, especially for football. Players are late to come out. The pregame show was even longer. Like, I woke up in the morning, the pregame was pretty much all day. Started at 8, 10 o'clock in the morning. Hey, what is this? We're not used to that. And I know FIFA are trying to make all the money they can, but the game, you guys, they are just taking this game to a different place. And it's annoying. As a football fan, seeing this, it's annoying. It's very annoying for us because we're not used to that. Don't make people sit and wait for 30 minutes and having performances like that, songs that people don't know. Madonna and all these guys coming in, like, what is this? It was bad. It was so bad. All these halftime shows and all these things, but it's not made for footballers in general, as we call it, right? So they need to stop that. But other than that, football won. I'm glad Spain won. And again, anybody that thinks Spain is done, no, they are not done. Spain looks hungrier. So all the antics that Argentina came with is just for nothing. Few part, obviously with Yamal hugging Messi, incredible moment. Messi going out finally in this World Cup, his last game. I have his jersey here. Legendary player. We're never going to see anybody like him again. So we better appreciate that. This is how respectful people are sometimes to Messi, Yamal and all these guys. All Spanish players know who Messi is. I'm sure they had a plan for him. That's why he didn't get the opportunity much, but what a player he is. So the best team won, football wins, and that's how it's supposed to be, okay? And everybody should learn from this. Guys, once again, before I end this, if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. It really means a lot to me. I'll see you in the next video.